Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Gary Lindner, and alongside my beautiful co-host, Sherry Danzig, and we'd like to extend a warm welcome to each of you for joining us this evening. We're thrilled to have you for Nikken Brand Night. So these presentations each week are designed to introduce you to the Nikken brand, exploring how our products can profoundly impact your well-being, and we'll dive into why so many of us have chosen to align with Nikken for our wellness solutions. So with that, Sherry, I'm going to turn it over to you to introduce our guest speaker this evening, and let's get started.
Thank you, Dr. Gary. So it's my privilege and honor to introduce our speaker tonight, which is the illustrious, very talented, very smart Kimball Sargent. Kimball has been a lifelong entrepreneur. I think maybe you call yourself a serial entrepreneur.
I do.
She's owned numerous franchises and is also in the health field. She's an advanced practice nurse, a psychotherapist, and an NLP coach. And so she's been in this field for quite a while in both nursing and entrepreneurial. It's a perfect bridge, right?
Yes.
Couldn't be more perfect than that. I love that she and Kimball and Jeff have been married for 19 years and almost 100% of their marriage, 18 and a half years to be exact, they have been building their Nikken business. So you're not new. You didn't fall off the turnip truck. You've got a lot to share, and we're all excited to hear you share. Tonight is focused on daytime energy. So, Kimball, please take it away.
Well, I just love this topic. Brand night. We all have brands of things. There are four cars in my driveway, and they're all Toyotas. So everybody knows my brand of vehicle, and it's a Toyota. I like Japanese things because they make them well. And for the last 18 and a half years, Nikken has been my brand of wellness. And I love Nikken, and this whole idea of daytime energy products is just so great because in the United States, we are struggling. If you ask people what they have the least of, it would probably be energy. The energy drink market in the United States is 33 billion per year. And that's looking at mostly people that are in their teens up to 34. Um, and there are a lot of bad side effects of these things. I mean, a lot, but people don't have energy. And let's talk about the 34 and up, that a lot of us are in that group. And the consumption of coffee is at an all-time 20-year high. It's up 40%. So do you get that people are looking for energy? And caffeine is not a bad thing, but too much caffeine is a really bad thing. And in Nikken, we are so blessed to have these energies. When a physician introduced me to this company 18 and a half years ago, I did not have energy and had a lot of discomfort. And he was telling me about energies. And it's so interesting because he was a real breakthrough person in the area of what I'll call functional medicine. Because although he was an internal medicine guy, he looked at how the body was functioning, and he knew that I didn't want to do a lot of medicines. And he said, there's this company Nikken, and they have these energies that support you. Well, those energies are my energizers every day. And I'll tell you, the very first thing that I put on every morning are some shoes with some insoles like these in it. Now, what's interesting, these insoles were the very first product that Nikken ever created. And it was created because they were finding out that when people walked on the magnetized lodestones, it gave them energy. When I wear these, I feel like it is my power pack. So I've got them in my shoes. I have them in every pair of shoes that I wear. And, if you know much about reflexology from an energy perspective, you add that energy to the bottom of your foot, and what does it support? Everything. So I really believe everybody would benefit if they had a pair of these insoles. Then the next things I put on, and people pick on me because I love my pearls. I'm a pearls kind of girl and always have been. I went to Carolina. We're the pearls crowd. And I have my pearl earrings in. I've got this around my neck and it feels so good. It provides energy for me, it relaxes the muscles. I believe it helps with alertness. What are people looking for when they go to energy drinks? Well, if you ask the all knowing Google, they're looking for energy, they're looking for concentration, are looking for clarity. These products provide all of that. So, what is my next favorite energy product? Well, it's this thing that looks like a mud flap on a truck. And this is my back flex, and I put it on my back. Where do superheroes wear their energy packs? You know, people say, "Does your back hurt?" Nope. I said, but when I put this back there, we've got more nerves in our spine than anywhere else in the body. So, where would you want to add energy in order to balance things? Your back, of course. So, I wear this because it helps me feel good. And it's way better for me than an energy drink. Now, it's not that we don't need energy drinks. In fact, I have my water bottle and I carry it with me everywhere I go. What is the very best energy drink? Good water. And this is our water, just like from our waterfall. It hydrates better. And when you're hydrated, you have more mental clarity, you have more energy. You know, if you listen to people talk about their water, our water is the answer there is to energy, staying hydrated. So I've got that with me. Now, there's one other thing that completes my daytime energy, and I'm sitting on it. So I have to get up to show you. This is my magnetic seat cushion. And I have it. I have one in my car. So whenever I'm driving or traveling, I've got it. And I've got one in my seat at my desk. And when I'm seeing clients and I'm coaching, I have them sit on one and I sit on one. I want my clients to be focused. I want them to be energized and I want them to be comfortable because when they're in those three states, they're going to be more open to looking at their lives and figuring out what it is they really want to do. Nikken really has it all when it comes to daytime energy. The issue with caffeine, again, caffeine's not a bad thing, but it spikes and it goes down and you're up and you're down. And there's a lot of concerns about the amount of energy drinks that a lot of young people are drinking. You know, too much of something is really not good. So when we look at functional medicine looks at the causes of dysregulation, and those are nutrition. Well, we've got those here. Water is a nutrient. Exercise and movement. Why do I wear these? Keeps me flexible and energized and ready to go. Disturbed sleep. Well, that's a nighttime thing, but we have that solution. But stress management. When I'm wearing these products, I'm so much better able to handle whatever stressors. And stress is inevitable. There's going to be this. In fact, we need a certain amount of stress. Without a certain amount of stress, we're not as functional. So we have all of these products. And then the last thing in functional medicine is about relationships. So I'm going to tell you, whether you're here tonight because you've become a customer and you want to learn more about these amazing products, or you're a consultant, we have a global wellness community of people who really care about each other and supporting each other. So that's the other thing Nikken has. We have the energy and everything that functional medicine says to utilize to be your best you. And therefore, your wellness fits you. So I'm not sure who invited you tonight, but I can show you this back flex. I can show you these. I can tell you how good this water tastes. but our products are things that you need to taste, touch, and feel. So I'm going to encourage you to get back in touch with the person that invited you tonight, get together and test drive these products. And tomorrow night, there are two more calls. There's a call for people that are serious business builders to get their questions answered. And there's a great call where you'll go on a tour of a wellness home. When I first got in here to this business, I didn't know what that was. We provide support for whatever you want to do with Nikken, whether it is just build your own wellness home because you're a wellness enthusiast, or if you want to build a business and help others live their best lives and seek financial rewards for it. So I'm really glad you joined us tonight, and I hope you will try some of these energy products with the person that invited you really soon.
Thank you, Kimball. That was awesome. That was awesome. You know, it's the experience and what your benefits are. I mean, you really described it because, what we're focused on is sharing features and benefits. And you really nailed it because it is about what people are looking for. I think probably the number one thing they're looking for is more energy. And, you don't have to look too far studying the coffee industry, the Red Bulls and the likes of those to know that. So we've got just a minute or two before we're going to stop recording, but I wondered if does anybody have a question that they'd like to ask? If there's any guests that would like to ask a question of Kimball or anyone here before we shut it down and because we'll stop the recording in just a moment and then we'll continue on with sharing some additional stories. You can raise your hand or your virtual hand or your actual hand if you have a question. Nope, I don't see any at all. Okay, so I think you did an awesome job. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and then we'll continue on for those that want to stay with us to think about a story that you have that you'd like to share, or maybe there's something in the Q&A. And I know Dr. Gary always likes to wrap it up with some good tips on working with these products. So there you go. And I have to find it's gone away. There we go.